Welcome in, guys. We are playing Alan Wake 2. We just finished playing Alan Wake 1, so this is the perfect follow-up. If you didn't watch Alan Wake, or you didn't watch the playthrough of Alan Wake 1, you can find it here. Right up above me in this little spot, there's going to be a link to the Alan Wake 1 playthrough, but we are going to play on hard. The reason that we're going to be playing on hard is Alan Wake 1 had additional content locked behind the nightmare mode of the difficulty level. I don't want to miss the additional story that Alan Wake 2 might have that's may or may not be locked behind hard difficulty. I also like hard games, so we're gonna play hard. That's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna try and have a stellar experience. Expect me to read a lot of things to you, watch all the cutscenes, and do all the things, because that's what we are going to do. So, without further ado, Alan Wake 2.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
All right, so we are naked and afraid, I suppose. All right, so we just crawled our ass out of a lake and we are walking up a shore. I would assume it's a hell of a start, right? Yeah, that's a pretty big opener. I do have the. So I just want to take a look at him real fast.
Where'd he gone?
Well, you can't really spin him around, but that's okay. Alright. So I do have the adult filter turned off. There's a sensor or something like that, so we're not gonna make that the focus. It's just gonna be present. Oh, that's actually some. Holy shit. Okay. Thanks, Jesus. It's a big old tree. That's some nice sounds that are happening in the background. I like how it was It was like, I know you're running. You should run faster. Oh, Jesus! Interesting, I'm not getting subtitles for the words that are being, like, screamed at us. Also, so I have not had to stop running. This guy has more lungs than Alan Wake did in Alan Wake 1. Yeah, I don't want to be any part of any of those guys. Are they shooting at me? Ow! He shot me! Oh shit, that's a dead end. Oh, who's fucking shooting me? Can I move? Oh god. Okay. Okay. Jesus.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm coming. What the fuck? Shit.
Okay. So the flashlight people were not a part of it. All right. We're just leaving him there. Cut his heart out, tie him to the table, leave him in the woods. Yeah, obvious suicide. Obvious suicide. Nothing to see here. All right. That's a hell of a way to open a video game. All right. I'm going to go away.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
All right. I'm going to forget to unmute myself a million times.
Worth memorizing.
Welcome in, Lost Oracle.
Followed up by the
As always, I'm going to go the opposite of the way the game wants me to go because that's how we do it in these gameplay things. And we're going to look for goodies on the other side here.
The Federal Bureau of Control?
Oh, I've got some words
That's
about
a new
this.
one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
All right. So a little. If you didn't play Control, so the FBC is from another game called Control. And yeah, it's actually surprisingly like the Kinley brothers from Logan's old campaigns. So the game Control, the game Control takes place in 2019. So this game takes place in 2023. So I guess 4 years ago, the events of Control happened. But essentially, in that game, you play a character named Jessie Faden. And she is hunting for her brother, and through the course of trying to hunt for her brother, she encounters the FBC, or the Federal Bureau of Control. She searches for them. And without going into too many details about what transpires in Control, the FBC, or the Federal Bureau of Control, is a entity. You can call it a government organization or whatever you want to call it, but they are an entity that monitors something called altered world events, paranatural events that happen in the world, in the Remedy universe. So they look for these occurrences to happen, and then they monitor the areas for future occurrences to happen. And they track them and try and get as much information about them as possible. Altered world events sometimes will create something called an object of power, or an OOP. And objects of power are paranatural items that give their wielder abilities. So, for example, one of the important items in Control that Jessie Faden gets right at the beginning is something called the service weapon. So she gets given the service weapon, and it bestows her a bunch of different abilities, but it also makes her the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Objects of power get their power from an extra dimensional entity that in Control is just referred to as the Board, which it exists in like the astral plane. It's this upside down black pyramid kind of thing. And it's kind of like this crazy extra dimensional entity. But the Federal Bureau of Control has possession of a lot of objects of power. They watch a lot for altered world events, including their building that they're in is an object of power. Or it might be the board contained within a thing. There's a lot of what ifs, But that's pretty much what you need to know. The FBC looks for altered world events such as what happened in Alan Wake. Here, Cauldron Lake is an altered world event, and whether or not it produced an object of power, unsure. But that is probably why this area is closed off to the public now, and is being monitored by the FBC. So, awesome. Hopefully we'll see more FBC stuff later on, but that should give at least the general premise of why the FBC is important. Rare wildlife in Pacific Northwest. I finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. The fence was easy to climb over with the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds they seem to be alarmed. Interesting. Okay. So there were swarms of birds in Alan Wake 1. That was one of the ways that the dark entity could do stuff, with swarms of birds. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Getting a little concerned, I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. The sounds are getting closer. Moved inland. Foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple just at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off of it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird. Maybe drugs? Kept my distance. Should probably find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at. But I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive but edible and surprisingly tasty. Starting to hear wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place. Okay. Cool. So they just left all their shit here? Also, it mentions a tent. Okay. Is this just a drop-down spot? Okay. Yep, okay. Just a looping back.
Good to see you still in one piece,
Oh,
Anderson.
thanks. This is the road we drove in on, so probably don't need to go that way. All right, let's grab this. Map is displayed. Key locations of the area. I can open the map with M or tab. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool.
Said that, Mulligan? I said we should both be down here, watching this dead guy. For safety.
Quit.
Hey, over here.
Oh, okay.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said
Oh.
you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right.
Casey. Okay, so
Anderson.
I'll go into it a little bit if his first name's Alex, but Alex Casey is the person that Alan Wake wrote about. He was the famous FBI detective that Alan Wake wrote all of his books about. Like, Alan Wake was famous for his detective stories, and Alex Casey, who was an FBI agent, was the main character.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
There you go.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Nah, we didn't hear anything.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Wow. The expressions on their faces look insane.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Sheriff Breaker? Sheriff Breaker was the sheriff. Yeah, something called Bright Falls. I'm pretty sure it's Bright Falls. So Sheriff Breaker was the sheriff back 13 years ago or whatever when Alan Wake took place.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
All right.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Okay.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
All right. Let's just review through all of this pretty quickly. So, move around. Zoom in and out. I can also move this over some stuff. Can I move? Oh. Okay. Okay, I can drag around. Okay. Previous murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. All victims reported missing in 2010, same year as Alan Wake. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Okay. Murder method. Slight differences in murders, bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death, chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem, ? Bruising on wrists and legs. 2 victims had bruising in some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Deep gash in chest, heart missing. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. All bodies experienced bloating. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in the water. Killer profile. Postmortem tattoos of the body. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. A message from the killer, maybe, or their art. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. The murder targets have no discerning common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Killer may be sportsman or hunter. Okay.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
Okay.
Close to cracking it.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Okay, so I want to be careful when I'm in the mind place because
Gives me a headache.
it doesn't actually pause
Too
the
much
game.
Sky.
Wonder what's up here. He wants to go that way, so I'm going to go the other way. Aha!
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Okay. All right, so that's a padlock of some kind. There's a building behind there. I mean, you know, respectable people locking their stuff up. You know, don't want to...
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Hey,
Not
Casey.
lost. Oh, what's
You
that?
putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, that's a lot of things. Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late-night fishing was violently disrupted. Saturday, as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "One minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows, the next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off and the psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the rental cabins, who chooses to remain anonymous, wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations because based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us. This representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice. State of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. Oh, is there more? All right. Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. What? That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Wow, lighthearted, aren't we? Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial on your mental and emotional health. So get on out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Okay. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Miss Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog, Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, has been missing for 3 days, and Miss Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, am I dreaming, at least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you're telling folks that you found their dogs dead, their cats eaten, so it felt real good to give some good news. Even if Coffee Bean is in kind of rough shape, the fur will grow back, sure, but, well, I suppose that's all I should say about that. No, you should say a little bit more. I want to know why the fur was missing. Let's see here. Bright Falls' own virtual baking champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family entered into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer? Tennis? No, in this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for the virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. Okay. Unsure why there would be a pile of these newspapers here, but I'm not one to judge. I don't even know what this is. Huh, okay. That's a gazebo. This seems rather arbitrary. Starting fires is prohibited. Please do not feed the wildlife. Leave no trace. Don't worry, I don't plan on doing anything. Wait, are we wearing like a Christmassy? We are. We're wearing like a Christmas sweater.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all of its inverted glory. Okay. Cool. Cauldron Lake Campground, huh? They really need to come out here and clean the trails up a little bit. Cauldron Lake Campground. Welcome. Well, not very welcoming. The fuck? All right, we're gonna check over here
I think I saw
first.
something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Oh, too far. All right, not allowed to go that way. That's fine. But what the hell are these colorful things hanging from the trees? Okay. Cool. Mortar Falls. This powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. All right. Okay, more little things. Also a painted rock and more painted rocks.
Is
Oh.
that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
Huh.
Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Oh, okay. There you
He
go.
hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'll find it inspiring. Manuscript fragments. Okay. Oh. So I need 12. Okay, so these are weapon upgrades. Okay. Again and again, hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. More bullets. Increase the magazine size by 50%. Another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. Okay, that seems sweet. Oh, okay.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Oh, okay. Cauldron Lake area, Bright Falls area. Who left these? Okay. The writer of the note is leaving these to inspire someone. Are they really for me? Hold on. All right. I just want to see. So this exits to... Okay. Let me look around here for a minute. So we've got a map. Oh, interesting. The areas that are in red are kind of identified as like spots you can't go through because this is where that tree was like falling down. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maps. 6 maps. That's a lot of maps. Let's take a look around real fast. Deer antler. Private, huh? Okay. Well. Yeah, that's the weapon upgrade. Alright. Okay. Oh, all the textures need to load. Interesting. Alright, that's Alex. That's a deer. That must be the daughter. Okay. Interesting. Like a half-eaten snack or what have you. Is that a snowshoe? That's not snowshoes. That's like something you carry on your back. Certification. Copy. Okay. All right. Guess we'll get back to this. Falls. Cool. Okay. Let's move on to the next area. Does this loop back around? I bet it does.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Okay. That's back where we came. Okay. Let's move on. Mr. Casey. Anything there?
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain.
Oh, it is starting to
The only
rain.
thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Okay, he wants to go that way. I'm going this way. Why a phone booth? I mean, I guess this place, this campground has not been used for quite a while. Huh, okay. Let me go this way. Witch's hut. All right, let's go this way first.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Oh, that's the officer we're supposed to meet with. Okay. Let's not go this way. So, Witch's Hut. Definitely want to explore that way, but I'm going to go down here, down to the lake. There's some weird shit that's going to happen. It's going to be by the lake.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
More of the squarey triangle things. Or I say squarey triangle things. Ooh, items. I'm sure it will be made relevant once items are relevant. Okay. Let's go up and take a look at that witch's cabin. The witch's hut. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Uh-huh. Don't fall. I will try not to die to gravity. I will try to do my best. Okay. Well, if there's anything in here for us, it's not very apparent. Okay, let's check the way I don't have to drop down, it looks like. Okay. Friday. Midge told me today that her family is moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday. So I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. That makes sense. Wait, is my... there we go. Okay, my camera was a little blurry. Monday. I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find some way inside the building. Take some photos. It's going to be epic. Okay. Cool. Batteries? Maybe it's G? No. Random things here. Alright, that's a dead end. Don't want to fall down that way.
A lunchbox again.
Oh, cool.
Who's leaving these out here?
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Just remember Alan's watching over us. Okay. So we found another lunchbox. We can put this here. The note inside mentions Alan. Alan Wake? What the hell are these? So she knows that Alan Wake was here 13 years ago and went missing. So it is pretty common knowledge, at least that he disappeared. Hey, that tree looks familiar. Wait a minute. This is the path that Guy came through. That's a rock. And that looks like a manuscript page or something? Okay. Well, let's see if there's any clues or secrets around here. Oh. The Witch's Ladle. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape. And yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I would assume I cannot wade too far into the woods. Witchfinder's Station. Okay. Okay, I can't go that way. Cool. I'm glad I didn't just auto-drown. Okay. It looks like I can run around in here a little bit, but it doesn't appear that there's anything particularly interesting. So, okay, so that's where a guy came from. Okay. So this is the path he ran up. Wait, where did oh, okay. Okay. Well, before I get too far ahead of myself, let's go meet with these guys. All right. Let's go back this way. General store.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
I definitely want to look in that store.
The UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Okay, before we get to the body, if they're going to stop, I'm going to go back. More signage that like we had before. Map again. Anything in here? No? Okay. That's the path that we could wrap around into, I think. One of these two paths were, at least. So we come down from there, but there's up here. Interesting. Okay.
There's another lunchbox.
Oh, shit. Okay. More stuff. Okay, so maybe the symbols mean boxes? Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. But if you're having a good day, ignore this whole thing. Okay. Let's get this up here on the case board. Another Cauldron Lake. You know, I kind of needed to hear this. Thanks, Lunchbox writer. Okay. So the manuscript fragments are weapon upgrades. So you get weapon upgrades by exploring the environment. That's pretty good. Cauldron Lake Store. Dry goods, groceries, confectionaries. It seems in disrepair. I don't want to make assumptions, but... Monday. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw some movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were comprised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Tuesday, 9/4, nothing to report. Some animals, regular. Wednesday, 9/5, hunters out after dark. Poachers? Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on these people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. Okay. Whoa, what is this? You and I. Felix Klein. Okay, some more stuff for us to look at. Oh, bucket. Nice. Deer Fest. Okay, door's locked. Can I turn the breakers on? Nope. A cot, dartboard. Collect. Large. What is this? Okay, I don't have anything to hear. Don't have anything here. Okay, I don't know what that was, but I guess it's a clue for later or something. Thank you for shopping here. No problem, anytime. Alright, so in here there's a lot of camping equipment and like random supplies and shit just like all spread out in here. Okay. Well, let's look around. I will say that when I was running around with the guy, though, there was a whole... Oh, that's a house. Okay. So before I do that, I'm going to check out over here. Let's start with over this way. Because I think it's going to be hard for me to forget to do that house. I will say if I just even scan one of those lunchboxes in my vision, though, it seems like it recognizes it. All right. Tent. Can't interact with any of the stuff here. Oh, there we go. UFOs and You, the ultimate guide for spotting unidentified flying objects. Okay, so this is different handwriting. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I'd finished my AMA on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all align to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated, but relieved. I scanned the sky for shapes, the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the after image of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Cool. How do you like the knitting, hero? How do you like the knitting, hero? I had it made just for you. Interesting. This case, I want to put this right there. The note inside mentions making knitting just for me. How do they know I knit? Or maybe it's just a coincidence. Oh, she's got a knitted sweater. She probably knitted her sweater that she's wearing. Interesting. Okay. So this was the direction that I ran where I was getting like shot at. That like dead ended, but there's like this lip here. Okay, so this is a dead end, but there is a lip. Aha. The flashlight doesn't seem very flashlighty. Oh, that just takes you back here? Oh, I guess you could hop off and... I could have went this way and been like, oh, hop and go that way. Okay. Well, we still have that house to go check out. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Triangles. That other house had
Wonder
triangles.
what's inside.
Confused,
I
follow
should take
these
a look
steps.
around for a way to open this thing.
Wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap. Okay. Wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Okay, symbols are everywhere. The triangles in different configurations. Okay, wash your hands. Don't see a thing here. Ah, okay. Triangles, wash your hands. Got it. I guess that's the opposite of take a shower. All right, and then, oh, okay, perfect. Triangles pointing at each other, overlapped. And then, is there sleepy area here? Yeah, okay. Oh. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespasser. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing it. I know it. First drawing water line. Real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing water line. Engineered structure. Strange machines? Okay. All right. Oh, he wrote, I know it twice. Okay. Cool. Okay. So, can't open that. Okay. Let's go try and open that lock. Did I see something up there, or was that just weird light? Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some weird graphical lighting stuff in this game. All right, so first is wash your hands. Wash your hands has this, and then the two pointed at each other, right? Pointed at each other? Yeah, that one. And then opposite. Oh, nice. Okay. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Okay. Weird. But it was the cult of the trees, right? So. Okay. All right. Stash found at Cauldron Lake. Okay. Doesn't look like I can add that to the board in any relevant way. All right. Let's look up this way. Investigate the crime scene. We're not quite there yet. Still looking about. What? FBC's security perimeter? Okay.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Federal Bureau of Control Research Department Laboratory. Can I try again? Okay, they don't even want to talk to me now. That's fair.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
Okay.
Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor.
Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Cauldron Lake murder scene.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I think not. Investigate the crime scene. You got it. All right.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Okay. So one thing I will note is this guy's a big guy, right? And bloating was a thing with the other murders, but like this guy just died, right? Like he just died like the night before, and he was not this bloated when he came out of the lake. Like he was a big guy, but like there was definitely like separation between like his chest and his gut and his legs. Like there were, you know, there's definitely like he was not as bloated as he was now. Now, I mean, obviously body gases, whatever, from being killed and being out in the, you know, the rain and whatever else. But, you know, he definitely was not like he is very bloated. And this is like, you know, I mean, I'm not a crime scene investigator, but that seems like a weird thing for it to be that way. Cargo straps used to restrain the victim. Okay, so we're not really like solving things. We're just kind of like putting things up on this board. Okay. I'll read all these once I've got them all up.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
He's just jelly filled? See, the killers are trying to get to the Tootsie Roll center of the Tootsie Pop, and the only way they could do that was go in straight in the chest cavity. You can check the updated goals by pressing Control. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Murder matches previous cases, but interrupted may find new leads this time. This is consistent with previous killings. Heart was removed, but then left on the table near the body. Was the murderer interrupted? Cargo straps used to restrain. Bruising indicates the victim was alive when in restraint. Matches other cases. Okay.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
Heavy blood
Need to
splatter
find
on
more
table.
clues. Large amount of blood on the table.
Multiple sets
The
of
victim
footprints.
died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry.
Tripod found near
Knocked
body.
the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
I mean, they were
Someone was
probably
drinking
recording
beer.
it.
They spent time here, waiting.
Oh, I thought that was about the victim. It's killers? They really made a mess here. Caught up to the act or just sloppy work? Multiple sets of footprints, that's killers.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Talk to someone. Okay. Well, you don't look chatty. Oh, hi.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He
Oh.
came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since.
The random FBI agent that was hunting Alan Wake because his partner was killed or something.
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So, a little bit of story about Nightingale. So, essentially, in Alan Wake 1, he shows up around like chapter 2 or chapter 3 or something. And for whatever reason, he is on like a manhunt for Alan Wake. And he's like an alcoholic. And he's using all these resources to get Alan Wake. But it isn't exactly clear why. He thinks that Alan is responsible for all of these murders and stuff because of the writing that he's found. And I think he also thinks that he's responsible for his partner's murder. And he even has Alan like dead to rights. Essentially, like Alan is like passed out sleeping, and he puts his gun to his head and decides to not kill Alan Wake. And then after he's got Alan, he's in jail. He reads a manuscript page that talks about him drinking out of a flask the moment that he, like the moment that he is reading about happens, and he is drawing his flask because the page says he's going to open his flask and drink from it right as he's reading the page where it says he's opening his flask and drinking from it. And then he immediately gets snatched up by the dark presence, and he's never seen again in the story. So interesting that he turns up here.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Okay.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Oh, hold on. Did you have more?
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Okay. Yep. Whatever was going on with Alan Wake at that point. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen Bright Falls 13 years ago. Easy peasy. Identified. Casey Nightingale went off the deep end. Got it.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Okay. Easy. I mean, this is obviously a premeditated murder of some kind. Although it's premeditated in that, like, the cult was expecting this to happen, but it seems coincidental in a lot of ways as well.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Okay, you can use profiling inside Saga's Mind Palace, or Mind Place, to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
So she's using intuition to answer these questions. So she's like essentially speaking with the dead right now, which Jesse Faden in Control had a phone that let her talk to the former director, even though he was dead, and they would have scenes sort of like this where a distorted version of the director would be talking behind her and explaining kind of what's going on, or what had happened in the past as she comes to conclusions about what's going on. Very interesting that she's using a similar style. I mean, it's not the same. She's not using an object of power to do this, but oh, wow. Creepy noises when you hover over things.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
So I wonder if he's referencing the clicker from the first game. Okay, this is new.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, not exactly best mom in the world, but not the worst mom. I'll take it. Oh, interesting. The pictures. Okay. What does this say?
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
11 remaining. 11 remaining.
Okay.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
Okay.
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up to see you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom. That's nice. That makes my heart warm. That's like the thing that's like very mom advice. Oh, more stuff.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
A true classic indeed. Oh, we have 7 weapon upgrade parts. Nice.
Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
Uh-huh. Okay. This thing a door yet? When is a door or not a door? In video game land. Oh, let's look at the map. Aha, there's more stuff. Red marker here. The lake's all colored in. This is all marked up. We've got a locked door here and a locked door. Oh, that's cool. The FBC buzzer. Your location with the murder scene circled. Okay, that's cool. Witchfinder station. Oh, so this is where we could have like crossed over, I guess, where it said like Witchfinder station. But I guess these are places that might be filled in with water. You like the style of the map? Yeah, this is kind of cool, and especially considering there's other maps. So I wonder if the different map types matter. I'm sure we'll figure out more as we get going. Okay. Do you have anything to talk to me about? Oh, I needed to put the information I found onto the case board. Okay.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake.
Oh, maybe I've got to go check out where the tree is.
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, you do that.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
It is a pretty big-ass tree.
Creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
It is interesting that it is called the Witch's Ladle, and it's essentially like a giant handle, and then it has this hollow part here. So I could see that. Examine the blocked path. Oh, okay.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out.
It is
and
manuscript.
added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the
words.
These words felt like a message.
Hi, Alan.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Okay. Manuscript pages can be read inside Saga's Mind Palace. Oh, over here. The victim was one of their own special... Oh, I think all of this was read. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Leading them on in imitation, how could they not accept the sheer audacity of the impossible mystery presented to them? I wonder why there's all this crossed out in edits. Huh. Wait, what was it called?
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Huh. Okay. All right, so we have more profiling.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him.
Okay.
In his chest.
How
I
would...
must find out what.
Whatever she has going on with this profiling is way more than just intuition.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Okay, let me read through here. So the killer is watching us. Game on. There's more going on here than I'm seeing. I need to examine his body properly back in town. Learned all I can here. Need to get the body back to town for examination. What? He walked through a boulder? Doesn't make sense. A dead end, literally. I can feel that Nightingale came back from the lake, but why now, after 13 years? Where has he been? Okay.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body.
Let's get back
Let's
there.
tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design?
Hey,
All the
you made it
above?
back.
It's all
Good.
about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
There is a lot of flooding.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town.
Wait, he?
Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
So Sheriff Breaker in Alan Wake is a woman. I doubt this is a son.
Thanks. Let's get the car.
And
drive
she
to Bright
wasn't
Falls,
married,
and
but
talk
it-
to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Could
Sounds
you?
good.
Jesus. I feel like they drink a lot of coffee. Do you have any other things to talk about? No. Do you have any things to talk about? No. Okay, great. I'm guessing that this key goes to this door.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
What do you mean back in a second? We're leaving. I mean, I guess we don't have to leave. Oh, okay. Now we're leaving.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I know it's probably a bit over-explory to check like every nook and cranny, but that's just how I am. Okay. Authorized personnel only. That's a lot of fucking satellite dishes. Do not touch the station property of the FBC. Oh, that's why there's all the things. It's a monitoring station.
It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Uh-huh.
Another one of those lunchboxes.
We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. All right. Turn this off real fast. Perfect. All right. Have a heroic day. All right. So we got another one. So we can go to Casey board, go to cases, Alex Casey lunchboxes. Oh, do we have another point of interest? I guess not for this one. So this is Cauldron Lake still. Nonasize says, we're in this together, hero. What do they mean? Who left this? Seems like there are still 3 more to find here. Okay. Well, and important that we find these because wait. We have 9? It seems like a lot. We haven't even had to draw our pistol yet.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I mean, that is what the intuition was. Cauldron Lake. Oh, this is that fence. Okay, we did loop around. Okay, I think I've pretty thoroughly explored what's going on.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
I feel pretty okay with just heading back. So, is this going to make a cutscene happen? Yeah.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Okay.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Okay. Well, seeing as we want to go that way, we're going to go this way.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
For those of you just tuning in, you're
Pat was the same radio guy from the first game. He was an older dude then. What's the weather going to be like? It gonna rain! Okay. Just in case the music's DMCA, I'm going to scoot away from it a bit, but it does look like it is very flooded. Does look like I can wade through here, but nothing to do. Just really flooded. All right.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Let's I'm just gonna check and see if there's anybody to talk to or anything really to interact with on this side. Ah, another one of these locks.
I need bolt cutters.
I need bolt cutters. Okay. Bolt cutters. Gotcha. Oh, a box. Okay. Fear the dark, fear the woods. Oh, those are shotgun shells. Okay. Another radio. Okay, so our car is over there. This is another car.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? Okay. I guess I don't get to dialogue.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Elderwood Palace Lodge. Okay, so I can't talk to this man. Can I go back here?
Just a few more days.
So I can. This guy doesn't care at all that I'm back behind the desk. That's cool. Okay. Bathtub. FBI. A history of Scandinavian design. North American folklore. Coffee mug. Something about the water. Ah, her daughter's picture. Okay, so this has to be her room. Oh, okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Oh, Death Rally. Okay. So Death Rally was a game that I think was either made or was in production by one of the guys that was at like the it wasn't an insane asylum. It was it was they called it the lodge or something like that, but there was like a psychiatrist that worked with artists that were like losing their minds, and he was trying to use them to control the power at the lake by like harnessing their creative juju. And one guy was a video game designer. Read Cauldron Lake. Look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from New York City Cult. Similarities, commonalities, and methodology. Part of the series? Part of series. Find out name of good coffee from diner. Okay. Holy shit. Look, I'm not going to say the guy has a coffee addiction, but he might want to tone it down just like a little bit. Just like he might want to coffee is good. Yeah, coffee is good. All right.
I can't get through this.
Okay. Cool. Anything to do with this? Lots of coffee. Another locked door. I don't have a map for here yet. Can't read that. You don't want to talk to me. We got some ores. We got some weird lighting going on. I have a feeling that I'm just going to be plagued with weird lighting through the entire playthrough of this game, so.
Hello.
Hello? Oh, it must be you. Hello! That guy is doing it. That guy is... Yep, he is doing his best. Oh, nice, a map. Valhalla Nursing Home. Oh, I have a interest in the Valhalla Nursing Home. Multiple locked doors, bolt cutter. Oh, I like that it notes that we need bolt cutters. Billy's Boatyard, Bunker Woods, Ranger Station, Manor Wellness Center, Harbor Street, Baltimore Avenue, Conversation. Conversation, new choices. Okay. Okay, Sheriff Station is red. Oh Dear Diner. Okay. Well, we'll have to check. All right, cool. Oh, shit, there's a radio? Oh, I can listen to the... Oh, that's cool. I can listen to all the radio stuff. That's cool. Okay. Well, let's see what's in here. Yeah, I can always enter the map by going M. Okay, great. Okay. So this is like a dining area, but it also has like couches and stuff to just chill. Weird.
Take it easy.
Don't worry, I will. Private. Private, but I can just walk right in here. Okay.
Rest easy, buddy.
Okay, so another deer head, which begs the question.
10 remaining.
Okay, so there are 10 more to find. So keep your eyes out for deer heads. Oh, this is the case room. This is why the Mind Palace looks like this, or the Mind Place. This is the case. This is where the case room is. Okay. Okay.
I can't force it open.
Victim, killer profile. That's why the map is there. That's why the case files are there. Victim. Okay. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything in here except for that deer. But it is what it is. And that guy, despite having quite the dancing feet...
Welcome back, Anderson.
Okay, what you got going on?
Coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it at Coffee World. Get it where you can. Get it now. Jesus, Charlie.
Come get percolated, Coffee World.
Man, it is sweaty in these suits, isn't it? Charlene, are you as comfortable as I am?
You don't think the amount of hot, caffeinated beverages you downed has anything to do with it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in hell. Swamp-ass city.
Change of topic, please.
I'm in hell, swamp ass city. Nice. Okay. Elderwood Palace Lodge.
I think I saw something.
Any good finds?
It'll only take a minute.
Was someone left to grow a surprise under their bed for housekeeping? They were nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that, or the couple on their
When you
honeymoon.
guys said nothing ever happens in this town, you were
Either
kidding.
that or the couple
Not
on their
the
honeymoon.
surface, at least. Or in the public eye.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to that one later for sure.
Okay, I see a sign. Oh, there's an officer chilling over here. Okay, well, this is the back of the police station. Everything is as it was before. Actually, sort of. This was like a weird alley situation before, but sure. Mayor Setter won't roll over on the issues.
Mayor Setter won't roll over on the issues.
Huh, okay.
So, how's that mystery business of yours going? We missed you at trivia night.
You did? How badly?
Stop avoiding the question mark.
Okay, you got more to say, or?
You know, I have been up to a little something. You know those urban legends about that cult operating in the woods?
And a witch haunting the woods? Yeah, I know the scary stories to keep the kids from falling off cliffs and drowning in lakes.
I think there's more to those stories than they let on. Well, maybe not the witch one. But there's definitely something going on. And I'm gonna figure out what.
Uh-huh.
Are you, sir? Are you going to figure out what's what? Bright Falls Sheriff Station? Okie dokie. Locked. Okay, not a building. All right, I guarantee I can't go that way.
A pretty nice day to be working outside. I don't envy the guy stuck on desk duty. This is where the action is.
Oh, that's the rotating bridge. That's the bridge that's all rotaty or whatever.
Careful crossing the road.
Oh, don't worry. I won't mess up, you know. I won't trip over a curb. Oh, there's another lock?
Can't open this with my bare hands.
So this person is in a suit. Okay. Okay, so she looks like she's lost something and she's looking around for it. There's an angry cat. Okay. Well, this is weird. Okay. Not as weird as that. What is this? What is this thing?
Lost, Anderson.
Yeah, I got lost. Hold on. I'm not done yet.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time. Oh, dear. Cute.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my... our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure.
This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect, really. It is the finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer. The happiest day of the year. Like Christmas, but better.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Like Christmas, but better.
I hate the holidays.
All right. Everything is super flooded. Okay. I'll make my way that way as I can, but...
The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here.
Swah, what's going on,
I got you
dude?
both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Okay. So this is Sheriff Breaker. Let me dive into a tirade right now. So Sheriff Breaker 1 should be a woman because in the first game Sheriff Breaker was a woman. But this is the same person. This is the same actor. I mean, so the actor that plays Alex Casey here was also in has also been in other games. And this is actually Lake, who's like one of the directors of the game. But this actor over here that's playing the sheriff, so he played the main character of Quantum Break. And I'm not exactly sure how Quantum Break ties into Alan Wake, but okay, let me just go into a little tirade about this guy. So the main character was Jack Joyce, played by the same actor, and Jack Joyce essentially had a buddy and his brother who were experimenting with like a time machine. And something happened during their time machine test, and he got like shot with a bunch of chrono energy. The experiment caused like a temporal break of a quantum break that messed up time. And most of the game is centered around you trying to fix whatever that temporal break was by going to find a particular item. What was it called? Going to find the countermeasure, traveling through time to get the countermeasure, and manipulating the timeline or what have you. But what I will say is that because of that like chrono energy that he had, the end of the game, he experiences something called chrono syndrome, which he has like these premonitions or whatever of like his death or something like that. My point is the character is kind of like desynced with time. And I don't know if it's the same character or if there's anything to do with that. But Remedy usually doesn't have like these coincidences in their games. Usually there's a reason for there to be like a similar actor or something like that. So the fact that they changed Sheriff Breaker from a woman to a dude, and the actor is the same actor that was the main character of Quantum Break. Red flag or yellow flag? It's a flag. And it makes me interested in what's going on with him.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, so Alan Wake happened in 2010. The FBC, Federal Bureau of Control, fenced the area.
You can go ahead, Anderson.
Disappearances happened
We'll be here.
in the wake of Alan Wake or during the events of Alan Wake. Okay. Before I go into the diner, I'm going to take a look at
I want to walk around for a minute.
these
You know
things.
where to find me.
Setter is better. Okay. 81st Deer Fest. Oh, that's cool. 13 years. It was the 68th annual Deer Fest during the events of Alan Wake. Grand reopening. The Founders Park was relocated here as our small town keeps growing. We are sure you'll find the placement of the park every bit as wonderful and relaxing as the previous one. Welcome to the new and improved Founders Park. That makes sense. Wait, I can shut the gate? Nobody's allowed to leave. Okay.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Heard any good news lately? Now, why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things. If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty. A little cuckoo, if you will.
Okay. Well, I see this. So these are knitting things. And usually the knitting things are around where the lunchboxes are.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
There's the lunchbox. You wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. 5? I can get a weapon upgrade already? I haven't even fired my gun. I can buy a weapon upgrade. Okay, I know I'm going to want this, so I'm just going to buy it.
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head, but had not even slowed the monster down. She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
Huh, okay, land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. Excellent. We still have weapon upgrades left over, too. Oh, look at this. This is new. Oh, Mare Setter won't roll over on issues. Setter is better. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this like fills up with different things about the Mare. Okay. Well, let's check out here.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting,
And they end. In the end, they end.
Cult much? They're wearing the exact same outfit.
So, how have you been? I hear things are looking up for you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, that's correct. My efforts are being rewarded in abundance.
How lovely. I'm proud of you.
Ambiguous?
As am I of you.
Okay. That's weird, right? That's weird. This dude's fucking falling asleep. Okay, that you guys are weird. Bird Lady's weird too, but okay. Is this guy reading anything cool? What are you reading? Wait, his book is being read upside down? Wait, is this guy pretending to read a book? Wait, what the hell is going on here? Okay, this area is weird. This park specifically is weird. You can open right up. That was weird. Okay.
Who else to keep this city clean if not I? Who else to protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions?
Wait, was it this dude talking?
Trash, garbage, refuse, call it what you will. I will make it disappear.
Okay. It's interesting that there's like a cleaner character that is talking in this way, because there's a janitor in control, and
may be drowning in its own waste, but not this town. Not as long as I'm here guarding the streets, keeping them safe, keeping them clean.
Trash does not belong in your lives, nor does it belong on the streets, people.
weird. So there's a bunch of people that are acting really fucking weird. But also, so I wanted to mention Control. So there's a janitor in Control that is like, he's a very interesting character. All right, that person is cleaning shit up. This is that person that's like, oh. What? Triangle graffiti around town.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. I'll take your mind off things.
All right, first and foremost, let's see if the jukebox works. Don't touch? What the fuck is this cutout? That's creepy. Okay. The jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. So there was there are two guys called the Old Gods of Asgard, and they would play that song on repeat.
Can't dwell on it too much.
Okay, I'm going to wait to talk to them because I'm going to dip back here and just see. Oh shit, door opened. Got any bolt cutters? That's a lot of tools. Ooh. Okay, well, we'll mess with those. We're touching this, though.
I feel bad for these guys.
I feel like we found a lot of these. For as early as I assume we are in this game. Hold on. Check behind the door. No, nothing. Okay. All right. Let's still haven't fixed that light. Best diner in Bright Falls. All right.
I need something to force this open.
I need something to force this open. I have a gun. I'm sure that's not. Okay. Interesting. Okay, the bathroom. Sorry, temporarily out of order. Okay, so we can go in the bathroom, but there's not anything in here. Okay. Cool. Let's double check the behind the door. Nope, nothing. Okay, great. All of these doors open both ways. Classic doors. All right, what do you guys have to say?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Okay.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details.
Another New York
Perfectly
writer
legal.
near the lake. That's important. So writers are important, or artists in general are important. The darkness inside the lake can utilize them to enhance its power. And the fact that she was here looking for Alan Wake at Cauldron Lake, and she's from New York, not that that's necessarily like a thing, but she's also a true crime writer. Interesting.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting.
Interesting. He
We
didn't.
ran into these psychos.
He didn't say
deer
anything
masks.
when we were
They
like
were
controlling
peering
him.
into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Cultists were wearing deer masks.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Okay, so that's all they have to say. Oh, okay.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
They said the magic word, and that magic word was bolt cutters. That is certainly a thing that I have interest in finding. Okay, we have definitely acquired a bunch of evidence. So let's go to previous murders. Booker described multiple attackers wearing deer masks. Oh, nice.
We're dealing
Okay.
with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated.
Okay.
I'll need to start a new file.
So we have the
But it's my first cult case.
the case closed sign. Not a lone killer, but an organized group. The cult of the tree. This case just got more interesting. I should open a new file, start fresh. Okay. Oh, it's interesting. I see the evidence like piled right here. That's very cool. Cult stashes, I guess.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Oh, nice. Okay. So this was at this was in Bright Falls. And then this one was at Cauldron Lake. There are 5, and holy shit. That's a lot in Bright Falls area. A lockbox of cult supplies. Some useful things in here. This cult stash was in the street, literally just out in the street.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
All right. Wow, that's a lot of evidence. Okay. Cultists were wearing deer masks. Cult psychology? Triangle graffiti? Triangle figures? Large amount of supplies laid on table. Okay, let's see what this says. The graffiti is in plain sight. Does it have a deeper significance? What's the purpose? Marking territory, a warning feels derivative, like something out of a horror movie. If they're hiding their faces, they aren't established enough to operate openly. Connection to Deerfest? This is a lot of equipment just lying around. How long have they been out here? Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Interview the witnesses at the diner. Okay, great. Let's do that. Okay. Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around.
It's Rose!
More questions.
Is she crazy?
I'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter.
That's
That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
That's
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
So that's that's not good. Why not tell the police what you saw?
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
okay. Let's take this evidence first. All right, evidence first. Cult symbols. Jewelry can be used as a subtle indicator of membership, but this isn't subtle. A badge of pride. 5. Find evidence. Talk to someone. Okay.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good
All
to know.
set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, see, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day.
Cheers.
Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Okay.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Okay. So before we get too far carried on, Rose was possessed by the dark entity during Alan Wake 1, and she went like crazy.
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the
You
support,
want to go
Sheriff.
left? I'm going right.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
This room certainly looks different. They have overhaul. You want to talk to me about being locked up? Okay.
I swear I didn't do anything.
Okay, well, I don't know
They're
that.
a lying bunch of bastards. You believe me, right?
Will you actually, like, tell me anything, or are you just gonna scream about them being bastards? Okay, lots of people locked up. Can I get out? No? Okay. Funny having an emergency exit in the room with all the jail cells, but, interesting. All right, can I get in here?
It doesn't budge.
What about here? Bathroom. Yep. Keep that mirror clean. I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them. There's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days, I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you got too much time on your hands. Well, it's not untrue. I'm surprised this guy doesn't say anything, but lots of people are cleaning a bunch of stuff off.
No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
Oh, that's funny. He's making a comment about him being slow because he's there to paying a speeding ticket. Oh, okay, let me read them in order, I guess. 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, 4 days ago. Okay. 3rd Annual Community Outreach Barbecue. Hey gang, the annual event you've been eagerly awaiting is upon us again, the Community Outreach Barbecue. Now, I don't want to hear any grumbling. This is a valuable opportunity to connect with the community. Statistics show that officers who are well integrated in the communities they serve see lower instances of violent crime in their precincts, are more effective in policing, and have overall better mental wellness. This is for your benefit, so take it seriously. The community voted dunk tank victim this year will be, drumroll please, Deputy Thornton. Congratulations. Looks like everyone's getting retribution for that speed trap on 12C at last, huh? A friendly reminder that anyone out sick on that day needs to provide a written doctor's note or you'll be assigned night shift for 2 weeks. Anyone who replies all to complain about their assignment will be volunteering as their assistant for Officer Lightfoot's magic routine. Tim. Okay, so that's Sheriff Tim Breaker. Okay. The front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business, and remember to wash your coffee mugs. Since my numerous friendly reminders about not having personal packages delivered to the station have gone unheeded, from here on out, if you've seen fit to send something to the station, I will see fit to announce to the station what you have received. Is it a federal offense to open someone's mail? Yes, it is. Is it a personal offense that I need to share my desk space with your late-night impulse buys? Yes, it is. You have been warned. Admin. P.S. Officer Lightfoot, your beard oil is ready for pickup. Officer Chet Yazzie. I knew Marco's beard... Wait, hold on. I knew Marco's beard was too soft to be natural. What brand is he using, Lucy? Officer Hannah. Chet, I hate to break it to you, but you need to have a face capable of growing a beard to make effective use of beard oil. Kill the Joe, make some mo. This is the 3rd time this week I've come in for late shift and there's no coffee in the machine. You take the last cup, you brew a new batch. Fair enough. That is the rule at my office. If you drink the last of the coffee, you at least check around to see if people want more coffee. Locked door. Locked door. Okay, Sheriff Tim Breaker. Oh, this is his office? Okay, so the sheriff office has a little bit of a different layout. This area is relatively the same, but obviously some computer updates. But this used to be like just a room, but it looks like the office. The sheriff's office used to be on this side, down that last door.
Agent?
I still don't know how to access inventory. Took the last cup of coffee, brew a fresh pot.
The investigation is
No.
being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Okay. Well, you should cooperate fully. We're here to investigate. And I know that's probably feels like we're stepping on toes, but you know what? That is what it is.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear.
Okay, that's where the sign's from.
Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And
Best
I'm here
coffee roaster / tour
tour
guide.
of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters.
Fuck the government. We have bolt cutters.
And we'll take you anywhere.
Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak.
This
Tour
commercial
of
is
a lifetime
awful.
is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Book now to get a 9% discount on this coffee thermos. All right. Anything else in this room? Certificate of completion, Tim Breaker. Police officers training, Paul Harris. Certificate of achievement, Tim Breaker. Okay. All right. Well, that was apparently if you walk into the doors, they will shut. Huh. Interesting. Give me 1 second here. I heard a Discord notification, and I definitely don't want that pinging. I'm sure there's probably been a few Discord notifications, but let me just throw it into... How do I change to streamer mode? There we go. Now shut up. All right. So this is just a closet? Nothing in the closet. Okay. I mean, I guess there doesn't have to be anything in the closet. Weird that you would put the same poster in there like 6 times, but okay. Jaywalking costs lives. Oh, that's funny that the one officer is talking about me jaywalking. Sabrina, welcome in. I hope you're doing well.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Wait, they share the morgue with the coroner that's next door, and there's an underground path. I guess they built this?
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Okay. Wow. We are in need of some bolt cutters. For sale, coffee cup, mascot costume, some wear and tear, $50?
I need bolt cutters.
Oh, apparently the cult necklace can be used as an item. Oh, bullets. Nice. Huh. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh. Oh, apparently I can open it if I have a thing, but I don't have a thing. What are you? More bullets. All right, stealing everybody's bullets. What's up, officer?
It's not opening.
Maintenance in progress. Interesting. So if that's where the
Okay. Let's take a look at our
funeral
patient.
home next door gets in.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Okay. Huh. Before we get to him, we're gonna. That's right. Please mark next autopsy. No. No. All right. Ooh. Okay. A big ass first aid kit. Interesting.
Must be locked from the other side.
All right. Let's dig in then.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give?
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Illegible words on the heart.
How'd they manage that?
Wow, he seems even more bloated than he
The
was
body
before.
shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add
He's
up.
looking like almost like practically like he's gonna explode.
They did leave something inside his chest. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
All right. All right. Case board. Murder at Cauldron
Time to
Lake.
see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, these are just all going on here, right? Cause of death. Not cause of death. Ritual writing. Bruises, defensive wounds. Bloating joints.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Yeah, what's in the chest? Where are her gloves? You're handling evidence without gloves on.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
All right, Mr. Breaker.
No, wait.
No, 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 wait.
What the hell?
Show me the clicker? Uh, 0 to 100 very fast. I like the detailed blood on the screen. My flashlight is going crazy over there. Okay. So Tim Breaker just disappeared.
Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Why did Nightingale animate? I mean, I guess if he's possessed by the darkness, it doesn't matter.
No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will be temporarily unavailable.
Now.
You need by holding this and press right to fire. Okay. Oh, that was like a lot of stagger.
He vanished.
Very close to her face. End of chapter. All right. We made it. I wonder if this music is DMCA or not. I wouldn't be surprised if this was specifically composed for this game. I guess that's her, right? Interesting. I wonder if the lyrics are story contextual. Interesting. So the song makes it sound so the line follow the deer to find the owl, and then speaking about trying to find save their love, trying to save her, could be talking about Alan trying to save his wife, could also be talking about Saga trying to save her daughter, and following the deer to find the owl. The owl seems to be symbolizing Alan, or at least the lodge, or the darkness or whatever that's in the lake house, whereas the deer, you know, are obviously the cult here. So all right, well, on to the next chapter, I guess.